Yo, what's up, boys? I'm coming back at you with another video. Last night we had UFC 314, and it was a great card. A lot of the things I wanted to happen happened, and some of the things I did not pick to happen, but really wanted to happen happened. It was just a great night. UFC fans needed this, man. So, first off, we're going to go into the first fight with Tresean Gore versus Marco Tulio. Marco Tulio put on a one-sided ass beating for 2 full rounds, beat the shit out of not 2 full rounds, beat the shit out of Tresean Gore badly, knocked him down multiple times. 2 knockdowns, yeah, but he kept rocking him, he kept hurting him, and there were about 5 times in this fight where it looked like it was about to be finished, till it actually was finished. Yes, Tresean Gore gritted through a little bit of it, but honestly, he had nothing to show. Marco Tulio was hitting him with kicks in the face, punching him hard, rocking him. This is CTE witnessed live. We just watched a man go down his Tony Ferguson arc. This dude's cooked. He got the fuck beat out of him. He could not provide anything, and he needs a year break after this one. Marco Tulio looked amazing, and he looks like a potential middleweight contender, as I thought he would. I didn't realize it would be this much of a one-sided ass beating, though. He really beat the shit out of Tresean Gore and showed that Tresean Gore did not have anything to pull up. No weapons. Couldn't get any takedowns, really. Couldn't really do anything. Just got the shit beat out of him this entire fight. And then knocked out. Next off, we have Suma Darji versus Mitch Raposo. So I was wrong on this one. Actually, Suma Darji ended up winning this by split decision. Definitely won in the striking. Got a lot more significant strikings. And Mitch Raposo, he shot takedowns, but he didn't have that much control time. Not enough to win, especially when you are getting hit when you're on the feet. And even when you're on the ground, when you're getting hit by significant strikes. Mitch Raposo just... Again, another fighter that didn't show up with a full MMA arsenal. Just pulled up with the wrestling. There were a few submission attempts. I don't know why it says 0. I think he tried to submit Suma Darji a few times, but didn't really show shit. Didn't push any pace. Didn't do anything but shoot takedowns and nut hug. And 19 takedown shot and you still lost the fight. That's tough. You are not Merab, little bro. So Cedric Dumas, the Thug, versus the Thug Hunter, Michelle Alexandra, who pulled up to the hood for fight training, was with the YNs. So Michelle, he actually knocked out Cedric Dumas, and I did say that if Cedric Dumas loses, it'll be a knockout, and it was. It wasn't a bad knockout. I'm pretty sure it was a bad stoppage, if I remember correctly. Cedric Dumas, I don't think he looked out. But Michelle, he knocked him down badly. He was winning the fight, and he was going to win this fight. I thought Cedric Dumas would range him. Maybe Michelle wouldn't be able to handle Cedric's ground game or Cedric's just outside punches. But he handled it well. Hit Cedric hard, and won the fight by knockout in round 1. Darren Elkins versus Julian Erosa. Sadly, this went exactly as I believed it would. Julian Erosa beat the fuck out of Darren Elkins. As I said before, when you're a dude like Darren Elkins, known for taking damage, and you're at the end of your career, it's only a matter of time when you cannot take that damage. And he doesn't have the full arsenal to come out there and not get hit and win it. He's known for coming out there, getting hit, kind of tiring out the opponent maybe, or just slightly outdoing it when other people would get knocked out and not getting knocked out, but he took bad damage. He got TKO'd horribly, and this is very bad for his career and shows I think Darren Elkins needs to retire. Julian Erosa did exactly as I expected. Just completely outclassed Darren Elkins on the feet. Darren Elkins really had nothing for him. Another big outclassing. Jim Miller versus Chase Hooper. Was this 3-0 or was this 2-1? I was thinking as I was watching this. Chase Hooper definitely won. He actually said he spent too much time gooning in fight camp in his post-fight interview. He said his forearms are tired because he gooned too much. So this is a relatable dude. We all goon too much. Me personally, I stopped training not because of a shoulder injury, but because I wanted to take more time to goon. Honestly, that's why I do it. And Jim Miller, he just got outclassed by the younger dude. It was all on the ground. Didn't take a huge amount of damage. He got cut up a little bit. Jim Miller looked good, but Chase Hooper's jiu-jitsu is a problem. This dude is actually a threat on the ground hugely. And to beat another black belt and a dude who is a very good jiu-jitsu artist in Jim Miller, a dude who obviously he's been doing this for years and years, he recognizes the positions he's in, and Chase Hooper just completely outclassed him, and I'm pretty sure he spladled Jim Miller. It looked pretty painful. He got spladled, so a little bit embarrassing for Miller, but nothing you cannot come back from. Chase Hooper definitely passed the gatekeeper test, or he's about to go on to fight a gatekeeper, depending on how we see Jim Miller's doing in his next fight. But Chase Hooper, he's improving rapidly. This is a dude who I think is a great personality in the UFC. I don't know why the crowd didn't react to his gooning, but he's a great fighter, cool personality. Yan Xiaonan versus Virna Jandiroba. So, also kind of went how we expected. I picked Yan Xiaonan to win because I wanted it to be more of a fun fight. This wasn't a horrible fight. There were a lot of submission attempts. Yan Xiaonan looked like she was about to get choked out a bunch. She almost got armbarred. She had okay reversals, but definitely got outclassed too. Every fight so far has been an outclassing significantly. No judges cannot be robbing these fights. Yan Xiaonan lost striking, lost ground game, lost. Kind of got cooked. Dan Ige versus Sean Woodson, and I told you guys how this would go. Exactly as I said. Okay? I made a TikTok video. I think I put it in the YouTube video, hopefully. I said that Dan Ige would win this. That Sean Woodson, if Sean Woodson won, it would be because of the range. But I didn't think it would pose a threat to Dan Ige. And it didn't. Sean Woodson looked like he had no power. Every shot he landed did nothing to Dan Ige. And Dan Ige, this was the bad stoppage, I think. But Dan Ige actually knocked him out. Knocked him down bad, at least, and won the fight. He was winning the entire fight, beating the shit out of Sean Woodson when he was up close, as I said he would. He was piecing him up, and Dan Ige looked very good. This is a great gatekeeper. This isn't some Kevin Holland where he'll fight 20 times a year and just look okay, and some fights look great in some and look horrible in others. This is a consistent dude that Dan Ige, I think he might be a little bit past gatekeeper status. He looked very good in this fight. Sean Woodson, I'm sorry, my fellow Apex warrior, my Apex predator. Back to the Apex you go is what I'm trying to get at. Stay as an Apex predator. Go on your Sean Strickland arc. No more time at big pay-per-view events. And just get that title contention in the Apex. Just keep beating people. Don't fight a dude like Danny Ige. Up your power. Mr. Toad, good luck in your career. I'm sure you have a great future. Now for let's fucking go, guys. Let's fucking go, bro. Dominic Reyes knocks Nikita Krylov out cold. Beat the shit out of him. This tells us, what does it tell us? Dominic Reyes, he was losing by KO because of his ego. His ego was hurt by the John Jones robbery. He thought he couldn't win a fight. He thought that he had to be dangerous, come out. I mean, he is dangerous. He thought that I beat this dude and the judges aren't giving it. My skills aren't enough. It tanked his ego and he went on the downfall. But we're back, baby. We're back, baby. His chin is great. He was getting hit a few times by Nikita and then fucking flatlined him, bro. He flatlined his ass. Dominic Reyes, I love you, bro. If Tom Aspinall wasn't supposed to fight John Jones, I would say Dominic Reyes fight John Jones light heavyweight, beat the fuck out of him, knock his ass out, bro. This was amazing. Good shit, Dominic Reyes. I am proud. And the next fight to make, Dominic Reyes versus Jamal Hill after Jamal Hill loses to Khalil. Or versus the winner of it. I want to see him versus the loser of it. I just want to see him versus Jamal Hill, whether Jamal Hill wins or loses. Just because I want to see him knock out Jamal Hill. I love Jamal Hill, but Dominic Reyes, I love you more. I hope you win that shit. Good luck in your career. Bryce Mitchell versus Gene Silva. I was wrong. I admit it. I was so wrong. I was more wrong than you could be. I said that Bryce Mitchell, he would do good in MMA. Everyone said he would do good in jiu-jitsu. I said he would do good in MMA. And yes, I picked Gene Silva to win. But Bryce Mitchell did not look good at all. He was getting pieced up. He looked very scared on the feet. And then he got beat in his own game. He got submitted. Yes, his fear led to him losing. That confidence, that talking shit, everything, it wasn't real. It looked like Bryce Mitchell was injured, actually. Was he? I'm saying he looked like he was. That's how bad he performed. And Bryce Mitchell, I am sorry, but you got dogged, knocked down, then submitted, choked out cold. The dog wins, sadly. Could not put that dog down. You got rabies, Bryce Mitchell. You're cooked. Bit hard. Yair Rodriguez versus Patricio Pitbull. This fight also went how I planned. Exactly how I predicted. Yair Rodriguez beat the shit out of Pitbull, showed him there's levels to this game. Pitbull didn't get knocked out because, as I've said before, Bellator fighters aren't horrible. Fighters that are in lower leagues and top of the leagues are UFC caliber, but that doesn't guarantee that they're championship caliber. Patricio Pitbull is out of his prime. Maybe in his prime, he could have beat Yair Rodriguez, but he's out of his prime. He could beat fighters, definitely. He showed good grit, had a great chin, shot a takedown. Yair Rodriguez got a takedown, but Patricio Pitbull showed that his striking nowhere up to par with Yair Rodriguez. Not in the top 5 of featherweight, probably not in the top 10 of featherweight. He looked slow, he looked scared, didn't land shots, and got lit up. So next, Michael Chandler versus Paddy Pimblett. Come on, bro. Are you telling me Michael Chandler loses to Paddy Pimblett? I thought this was going to be an easy knockout, and this is a big L for me. Fuck you, Paddy Pimblett. I hate you, genuinely. You're a bitch, and I hope you get knocked out in your next fight or submitted bad. I hope you get Bryce Mitchell in your next fight. But it's making me fear that Paddy Pimblett may become a title contender soon and may actually beat a Charles. I don't want to say that'll happen. I would never predict that to happen. Maybe I will, just so that I'm wrong, though. Because I thought this was going to be a cakewalk for Michael Chandler, and I really did underestimate Pimblett. Fuck you, Pimblett. You're a fat piece of shit. And I hope you get knocked out badly. Paddy beat the fuck out of Michael Chandler. Schooled him in striking, surprisingly. The dude that was getting his ass beat by Tony... The dude that was low-key hardly beating Tony Ferguson in striking beat the shit out of Michael Chandler. Michael Chandler, you are fucking washed, bro. I'm just hoping this is a case of Michael Chandler's cooked and his career is over versus Paddy Pimblett being good, because genuinely, I do hate Paddy Pimblett. We're back. We're so fucking back, boys. Volkanovski versus Diego Lopez. Do I feel bad for Lopez? Not really. I think he will fight for the title again, and I think that he is better than everyone, if not almost everyone, in the division right now. Volk schooled him. It's Volk. This is one of the best fighters ever for a reason. And the only worry was his chin. And yes, he got dropped. Yes, he was getting hit hard. And yes, he won. Yes, he pushed through. No, he did not get knocked out. Thank God. Volk scared us a few times. Fell back a few times. Fell on his ass once after he got knocked down. But he pushed through and showed there are truly levels. Diego Lopez did not use his jiu-jitsu. Did not use his ground game. Very much. Couldn't do anything. Volk couldn't really get takedowns either. Diego Lopez had great defensive defensive wrestling, great defensive just takedown defense. Volk was trying to slam him, throw him, only got one takedown, but Diego Lopez, man, you should have came out with a more MMA approach. You came out looking a little scared in round 2 and 3. Once you started hitting Volk, you got a lot more confident, but when you're coming against one of the best fighters in the world, you have to have multiple game plans. Your game plan can't be, I'll just knock him out. And it looked like that was Diego Lopez's game plan, just hoping for a knockout. And yes, that's what everyone thought he was going to win by. That's what we were thinking. If he wins, it's going to be a knockout. And yes, that would have been how he won. But if you came in with your jiu-jitsu, maybe you would have done a little bit better. But also, Volkanovski, this is one of the best fighters in the UFC, and we should not have counted him out. I should not have counted him out. I thought Diego Lopez was going to chin him, and I thought he was cooked. We're back. Thank God I was wrong on this. Thank God I was wrong. I'm so glad that Volk is champion again. Ilya, stay the fuck away from my king. Never come back. Diego Lopez, keep working once Volk retires, probably this year or next. Probably next year after his next fight. Diego Lopez, come back in there, get the title, fight some good contenders, and you'll be a fun fighter. I think you're going to win your next fight. But Volk, my goat, you're back. Thank you. Alright. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is just my thoughts. Me recapping what happened in UFC 314. I think the UFC needed this. This was a great event, and it was very fun to watch. It was a very enjoyable experience, and I'm glad at the results. There's only one fight I am sad about, and that's Paddy Pimblett winning, but that's because I'm a hater of him. So ignore that. This was a great event. Alright, see you guys. I'm out.